All right, looking at GU coming into today. Yeah, hear me a bit better now. Wicked. All right, sweet. Yeah, looking at GU coming into today. So obviously, look, we're not in the best spot. Obviously, we're reacting out of this supply. We got heaps of liquidity above us. We're getting that slow sell-off, more or less like a complex pullback of that break type of structure at the moment. However, it's coming from a supply following with bearish momentum. So yeah, obviously this demand area has failed to break that high. Just now we've come down, induced this low, push through that area, which is obviously a demand to supply area into the mitigation of this point, which is a valid supply. Now we're starting to work our way down. We've just now in medium induced 50% of Asia into the extreme mitigation of that area and started to get a little bit of a sell-off. Obviously, Newsweek doesn't help us out here, but yeah, I see buys as plausible to be honest. Targeting all the liquidity. Issue is I don't want to buy at the bottom of the leg like this. I would rather take the low. So then that way, obviously, it just makes a little bit more sense structurally. Because yeah, if this is going to hold, all of this is just going to be manipulation, and I don't want to get caught in that manipulation. For me to buy it, I need a medium inducement anyway. That would be my next medium inducement, but then I'm right down here. So then really I'd want that, but if I want that, I'm just going to wait for that. So it's, yeah, like I'm kind of just looking for us to come and take out that low, then I'll go from there. Um, Sells, I would want to come up and take that. I'm happy to sell from the inducement of that high. That's sweet, but yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for it to get to either one of those points now. I don't really want to sell it where it is. It has had a medium inducement, but I'm only going to be targeting that. So I don't really have a lot to work with. EU, I'm actually open to buying it right now. It's just not the best 1 minute price action. I don't think it's going to set up. What we've got, so we obviously broke this internal point here, come through, mitigated that area, had that bit of a sell-off, looking like we're failing to break the demand area. We've now broken to the upside. We've got really good retest here, broken again. This is a valid demand. So we've induced a valid demand into the mitigation of a supply to demand. And now we're starting to get some bullish price actions. So I'm open to buying it. Short-term buys, really like to this sort of area here, but potentially to come and take out that high and the liquidity that we've got sitting in that area up there. So yeah, I don't love the fact that we're coming from this area, but we're kind of caught between this point and this point at the minute. So it's, yeah, it's a bit interesting. But we have medium induced. So I've at least got a medium inducement on my side. Um, we've also now medium inducement. We've now had the minor inducement break, smart money trap. If I can get some manipulation out of this smart money trap, I will buy it. I will be aggressive on my break even, but I will buy it if we can get some sort of inducement, potentially something like this, come down, take that break. I will set that if it's clean enough. So see what it wants to do. Right now, it's not giving much, but yeah. The only thing I don't love about buying EU where it is GU's positioning. Um, but given EG at the moment, EG is bullish, so I'm happy to work with EU, given that EU should outweigh what GU is doing. So see what it does. News-wise today, I didn't realize, but we've got heaps of news in London. We've got 5:36, 6:30 red folder. So London opens kind of right off, in all honesty, and EU's, damn it, damn it. It's made equal highs, but I can't do anything with that now. It's frustrating. Damn, that was looking really clean. Yeah, it's just kind of thrown off my session. Bummer. I don't really have anywhere to sell EU from, to be honest. Demand to supply could potentially come and induce that for sells high above Asia, but then I would want that gone. Just given that I don't want to sell out of this supply if it's failed to break. So yeah, I might look at selling it there. Selling it up there. Damn it. Wasn't keen on just working with this because it's such a small stop. It's 2.5 pip stop. Like, to be honest, that's structurally it's valid, but I just 2.5 pip stop is just crazy. Um, but yeah, that is a valid limit, so it's probably going to run off that, to be honest with you. Yeah, reason I was looking for an additional setup out of here is one, I wanted to confirm this as a smart money trap because it's a valid supply. But two, to try and actually get a bigger stop loss. I was hoping for more like 3.5, 4 pip stop loss. It just 2.5 is just tiny. So that's annoying. That's probably going to be the one that runs. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's the inducement. So we won 3.2 at the inducement of that point. So nothing we can do about that. That's a bummer. But yeah, all good guys. So yeah, it's there's not a whole lot for us to work with for today. Which has been kind of the story of the week, to be honest. Like yesterday was full of break evens. Got the direction right on both EU and GU, but there's no way you can avoid a break even on either of them. So one of those things is what it is. That's just going to run now. That's really annoying. We'll have a look, see what it does with that supply. And then we'll go from there. I don't see that as outweighing what we've taken though, so that's an issue. But yeah, easy guys. We'll probably end up just calling this week as is with all the news coming out and come back to it next week fresh.